What's cracking with you people? Anansi here and welcome back to Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. In the last one, we became the undisputed champion of the Taurus Battle Arena by defeating the undefeated Bendak Starkiller in his preferred death match. In this one, we're going to do a little bit of cleanup before we handle that little bit of business that we were given by Canderous Ordo. If you recall, he had asked us personally to do a little job for him, a little inside job, as it were, to steal some Sith launch codes to allow him to leave the planet of Taurus because Davik Kang decided he no longer needed to pay for his services, at the very least, pay what he promised. Now to do this, we need to get a high-tech astromech droid from Nile, I believe her name is. Niall? What was here? But before we do that, we want to handle a couple of things first.
Hey, look who's back! The mysterious stranger. You know, I had a front row seat when you gunned down Bendak Starkiller. Best duel I've ever seen. If times weren't so tough, I'd give...
So yeah, let's see what else she got. So we're not going to get a discount from her no matter how famous we get, but I do want to show it off just to show off that we do have it. No, just to show off what happens when you do win these fights. Now, before we do anything else, I want to go ahead and grab this. It's completely superfluous, but it is a unique item, and I would like to really show us getting the unique items so you know where they are in case you want to use it for your playthrough. The way I have been playing Knights of the Republic up to this point has been what I would define as dumb, just for the sheer fact that in an RPG, especially early on, especially for Knights of the Old Republic, it is recommended that you have a lot of med packs on you and that you're doing a lot of healing to increase your survivability. I have never done that in any playthrough of this game ever. Why? Because a real man doesn't need to succumb to cheap tactics to buy med packs. I did it in the last one because I wasn't using a glitch that I had learned. I usually brute force it. But...
Marcella, I was wondering something. How did those Vulkars manage to capture a famous Jedi like you? Were you knocked out when your escape pod crashed?
No, I was conscious. But my force powers were exhausted from using my battle meditation in the battle for the Ender Spire. Without my help, you might have never gotten off the ship alive.
Fair enough, but I've seen you Jedi in action. There's no way those thugs could have stood a chance against your lightsaber.
My lightsaber was misplaced. I couldn't find it after the crash. I looked everywhere in that pod. The Vulkars came and overwhelmed me even as I was searching for my weapon.
Wait a minute, let me get this straight. You lost your lightsaber? I mean, isn't that a violation of some kind of Jedi code or something?
So we have we have two that basically sides with Bastila. Or at the very least, one offers an excuse, one is very defensive, the other one is just, I like to read it as teasing. Of all the Jedi in the galaxy, why do we get the one who's absent-minded?
This is no laughing matter. During the crash, my lightsaber must have fallen from my belt and rolled under my seat. The Vulkars probably found it there when they searched the wreckage.
Hey, don't get mad. I'm sorry. It's just funny to think of a legendary Jedi losing her lightsaber. Take my advice. This is one detail you might want to keep out of the history texts.
I hardly consider myself a legend calf, though I will consider your advice when I relate these events to the Jedi Council. There is no need for them to know every detail of what transpired.
So yeah, we got a little bit of a flavor text with Basilisk. So now that we got that, I want to... Nope. I hit X, I meant to hit A. I want to swap out Karth with Mission, because I think these two have an interaction. It's hard to time when these interactions happen because they're not... You can never time them 100%. Let's put it like that. But yeah, I do want to bring her in because I think it would be interesting to at the very least see if they have something interacting. But yeah, now where was I again? Oh right, yeah. I usually when it comes to the issue of the med packs, I usually never get them. I usually use a glitch to fight Bendak, and that's usually because after a while of playing the game through regularly, I do level 1 runs, which once again, I'll probably stop mentioning it now, so that way those of you who are sick of hearing about it won't have to worry about it much longer. I think we got another 2 parts before I can fully elaborate on what it actually is, but this will be the last time I bring it up. But yeah, I usually use the glitch to fight Bendak, and when it comes to Twitch, I usually just brute force it. I usually brute force because I actually usually don't use any of my med packs in the Volker base. I usually just, once again, just brute force my way through it. I die, I save the med packs for the arena because that's where I make my money at. What's the one over here?
I figured you'd be back. Neither of us is getting off this planet unless we work together. But we've got a small problem. I haven't heard about anyone breaking into the military base yet, so I know you don't have those departure codes. If you want me to help you, you've got to bring something to the table. So until you get those codes, we really don't have much to talk about.
I'll be back when I get those codes.
Glad to hear it. I'll be waiting right here.
Okay, I understand why they put him there, but it's like, I need to handle a little bit of business here. So, yeah. Back again, human. I hope you didn't come just to chat. To have a hired me to do business, make credits, make small talk. Got a bounty I want to collect on. A bounty? Well, human. That is what I'm here for. Which bounty are you to collect on? Tell him about Bendak. So, you killed Bendak in Deathmatch Duel. Ironic, isn't it? Bendak has a bounty on him for killing people in duel. You collect it by killing him in a deathmatch. Here's 200 credits. That's the price for all bounties. I want 400 for this job. You're brave, human. To bargain with a hut. But I like you. Okay, 400 it is. You do good work, human. There's lots of bounty hunters on towers, but most are lazy. So I'm gonna go, because that's pretty much all the bounties that we can get. So another thing, and I'm sorry that I forgot about this until now, but another thing that you can do, if you are so inclined, another thing you can do is you can actually get all the bounties, kill them and have them on hand, or at the very least complete them and have them on hand. And I believe this guy was selling cars. Yes, he has for sale. We got a couple Bazak cars. Some are infinite. What I would recommend doing is only buy the Bazak cars that he has a limited stock of. Because those are the ones that usually do you pretty good when it comes to certain matches. I don't think there's a plus or minus 6, so that one, and that will probably be it for cards. But yeah, I would usually err on the side of buying the ones that you're not able to. They doesn't have a lot of, because those are going to be ones that are going to do you the most amount of good going forward. Now, moving on, what you can do with regards to the bounties, and this completely slipped my mind. You could have the bounties ready to collect, but not collect them. You can wait until this point in the game when you've maxed out your persuasion as high as it's going to go before you talk to Candace, because I don't believe, if I look at my stats here, I do not believe we're going to get enough experience off this cleanup to level up again. So we're at max stats as far as this is concerned when it comes to our bonuses and whatnot, but hey.
Hey, I recognize you. You're the one who won the swoop race. You better be careful out here. Those damn Volkers will be looking to get even with you for winning that race and killing Brezhik.
He has such a weird voice. I don't know why I don't know what voice direction they gave the actress, but that was not good. Either way. Anyway, Yeah, you could wait till after this point, max out your persuasion, and then you could collect all the bounties and effectively get 1,200 credits, as opposed to what I got, which was 1,000 credits. 1,000, yeah, it was 1,000 credits. Where's Gavin? Is Eldra?
On behalf of Gadden, I want to offer the thanks of all the hidden Vex. You rode like a true champion in the swoop race. I'm sorry Gadden can't be here to thank you in person, but he's retired to the safety of his private chambers. I'm afraid he's grieving over Brejik's death.
I hope Gavin doesn't blame me for Brejik's death.
Brejik violated the customs and traditions of Taris. He dishonored himself by refusing to honor his wager. He got what he deserved. Even Gadden has to realize that. Even so, I think Gadden hoped that somehow Brejik could be made to realize the error of his ways. Despite everything he'd done, Gadden probably would have forgiven him.
Gadden always was too soft on Brejik. I just wish I'd been there when that scum got what was coming to him.
But he isn't out of danger yet. The surviving Vulkars will still want him dead. He's a prime target now, as are you. You better be careful out on the streets.
So yeah, we get a little bit more information just to follow up. Gadden, and here's the thing about Gadden. Gadden was very much, from what we were told, and the history that we get about Gadden and Brejik. Brejik was like a son to Gadden, and I think somewhere in the back of Gadden's mind, he wanted Brejik to see, hey, you're being a little childish about this whole thing. There's a better way to go about it, you know. The Brejik's whole thing was that he wanted to be leader of the Vex. Everyone thought Gadden should step down. Even Gadden, I think, to some extent, understood that he should have stepped down. And everyone understood that Brejik would have been next in line. Brejik just thought he should get it sooner rather than later. But Gadden understood that if he handed the Vex over to Brejik, it would not have ended well, given how brash he is and how ambitious he is, how untempered he is. He's not cautious. He doesn't make the right decisions. He would have brought ruin on himself. And we kind of see that with the Vulkars. The Vulkars were pretty much disorganized. He kicked out the older Vulkars, kept the younger Vulkars, but kept his newer Vulkars, but that really didn't go anywhere. So yeah, so yeah, like for some people it's like, well, I mean, Brejik was a complete a-hole. He got what was coming to him, but at the same time, look at it from an in-universe standpoint. Gadden and Brejik had a father-son relationship. It's not easy losing that, even if it is on sour terms. Now, I want to come down here. I want to talk to the shopkeep. I said I'm going to say first because I don't want to hand. Well, we'll get to that in a second here. I want to talk to the shopkeep because I want to see what he has.
Hey there, Upwilder. You want to see what
And let me see his inventory.
It ain't the best.
Okay, so Walker Stone, Longsword, Quarterstaff, Fiber Sword, Blaster Pistol, Retinal Combat. It has immunity to critical hits. It has a scope and a vibration cell. Okay, so I want this scope. I want this vibration cell. What do I have? Can I sell something to get me 200 credits? Gonna need that at some point. Well, I think we're pretty much good. I'm going to have to show this off at some point. Let's see what we got here. Okay, so since I pretty much never use these, and we're going to get more than we have any reason to eventually, let's sell some of these. Going to sell this. I don't think we're going to need this anytime soon. I'm going to sell a couple of these because believe me, we're going to be swimming in these at some point. And I want to sell a few of these because I do want to buy his Pazak cards. Okay, that should be good for right now. And yeah, okay. So that being said, We have all the journals to help lead these people to the promised land. We could have given it to the shopkeep and kept them here in the squalor, or we can give them to Rookil and complete a lifelong mission.
Welcome back, Upworlder. How goes your quest? Have you found the journals of my father and grandfather?
I have all 3 journals. Here, take them.
Can it be true? Is it possible that at long last, the dream of my father and grandfather before him will be fulfilled? I can hardly bear to look. Yes, of course. Now I understand. It all makes sense. Now I see why the Promised Land has been so hard to find. It is so obvious. You have done a great thing, Upworlder. A selfless act that will bring great joy to all the people of this village. I must take this to Gendar right away.
Rookil, what do you want now? Have you more fables of a hidden paradise just waiting for us to find it?
You may not think these are fables after you see what I have brought you, Gendar. Look at these journals.
What? No, it can't be. Are these real, Rookil? Is this information accurate?
I swear to you everything in these journals is true, Gendar. The Promised Land. I told you I would find it.
The entrance is far from here, Rookil. It will take us weeks to get there, perhaps even months. And we will have to cross many Rakghoul-infested areas.
I do not deny the journey will be hard, Gendar. But surely it is better than the miserable life we have here.
Wise words, Rookil. Our supplies are high right now. We could leave by nightfall. I will tell the others to prepare for the journey.
Thank you once again, Upworlder. I will say a final goodbye. For where we are going, I fear you cannot come. The journey to the Promised Land is long and arduous.
Goodbye, Rookil, and good luck.
We must part ways here, Upworlder. I sense your destiny is yet to be chosen. The destiny of my people is at the end of the long journey ahead of us.
Okay, so they got level ups, but I didn't. Oh no, wait, I take it back. I forgot. We have a whole thing coming up pretty soon. So yeah, there's going to be enough experience to go around to actually get us another level up. Okay, so yeah, we're pretty much good on that. So,
Sure.
I want to bring this up now. While at this point in time, going back to the year 2000, early 2000 is when this game came out. As far as I was concerned, that was the end of this storyline. We helped the outcast; they did their own thing, and they were able to leave happily. And from here on out, you cannot do anything else inside the village. All of the side quests you could have done here before handing in these journals effectively are lost to you. The inventory, you cannot shop the kiosk there. This village becomes abandoned. So it's important to take care of everything you can take care of here before doing anything else. And there's not a lot of side missions here. There's not. There really isn't. I pretty much showed off all the side missions you can get. That you can get inside this area. But yeah, at the end of the 2000s, I thought this was where this story ended. I thought we did a good thing and we got going. This story is actually picked up in the MMO Star Wars: The Old Republic. Bioware had come back to Knights of the Republic after, I think, a decade away from the game. Maybe a little bit more. It was supposed to be the World of Warcraft killer. It didn't kill World of Warcraft. I think nowadays, as of this recording, the World of Warcraft killer is Final Fantasy XIV, which I should give a shot one of these days. But yeah, it came out. It didn't have a stellar launch, and once again, I didn't play at launch. I actually got into it like 4 or 5 years afterwards, and I thought it was pretty good. I was surprised to see this storyline followed up on. I will get more into how I follow up on it. Well, I say a little more on it. I'll bring up a few of the key details because they actually because it's continued in a side quest. You don't have to. You don't have to if you don't want to find out, but it's continued in a side quest, and I will follow up on it. And I will follow up on it later on. Later on. Don't worry, it won't be too much longer now. A lot of this stuff I'm talking about, a lot of the stuff I brought up here, will be fulfilled soon. Now, what I want to do to finish out this episode of Knights of the Old Republic is we're going to go get that astromech droid from the droid shop. And now that we have mission in here, I actually do want to bring up some flavor text. Janice Nall. I heard Benedict Starkiller finally met his match. I can't say I'm surprised. He was getting on in years. People start to lose their edge as they get older. That's the nice thing about droids. A yearly maintenance check and a few replacement parts here and there, and they can last forever. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you some questions. See that? Almost see that. I think this is it right here.
Kakin cha na kwat na pon kon wanakumbes chi pala mulek tong ki pa na nonek tu nik china pala mule tong Kenchopa chawi kipuna ni baj
Okay.
Run the each
Okay, so
Hachu apanki Jishawa anibong ka sha
Canada said you sell the T3 and 4 droid to me. For 2,000 credits? I can afford that.
Bona na kichu. Kin ba mule radwana. Dong kin ba no kudnok nek.
Okay, so we can either threaten her or we can fund 2,000 credits. So here's what we can do. We can probably sell. I need to make up about a few thousand. So okay, let me see what I can do here because now some of the stuff did kind of come to bite me in the backside. I'll be right back. Actually, no, wait, no, this shouldn't take too long. So we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna sell these because I'm not gonna need these anytime soon. So if I find 1,400, I want to hold on to that. Definitely gonna find another one of those. I'm pretty much trying to sell stuff that we're not gonna find anytime soon. These are pretty good. I'm gonna hold on to those for a little bit though. So a few of those. More of those. And sell 2 of these. Okay, we have it. Here you go. Oh, wow, look at you, big spender. Okay, so now I want to show off a side dialogue. If you have mission in the squad, when Janice mentions that Taresian citizens are not fond of aliens, mission actually makes a comment about it. Anyway, so what we're going to do is we're going to, over here, bring in T3, a true neutral, and we have our first droid. Now, droids operate a little bit differently. Go ahead and let's level up here. He's at level 4. His attributes are 10 strength, 15 dexterity, 14 constitution, but 20 intelligence. T3 effectively becomes your mechanic. He becomes your hacker, your slicer, whatever you need, he's got it. Skills. So yeah, he pretty much specializes in computer repair, security, but he doesn't do well in demolitions. I'm going to go ahead and auto-level him up. Actually, you know what? We're going to hold off a little bit because I want to show off his speeds as he's 6. Now, we have Caution, you know, basic skills. Gearhead, this feat gets +1 points to repair. You have access to this too. Blaster Pistol. Droid Upgrade Class 1. As a droid gains experience, its program becomes more adaptable to new situations. This allows it to accommodate more sophisticated upgrades. Droid Upgrade Class 1 allows the use of Level 1 upgrade items. We'll get into that in a second. But this is basically a different explanation for why R2-D2 is the way he is. As droids get more experience, they're able to use gets more and more life experience, they're able to use more and more advanced upgrades and more advanced parts. That's what that's basically saying. Is their way of saying eventually they become sentient. Here's the utility droid. This feat gives the adaptable T3M4 unit the ability to integrate blasters into its weapon systems. Special universal ports allow internal placement of most models of blaster pistol, tapping the energy pack in emitters as though factory installed. Then we have Combat Logic Upgrade. The droid is fitted with the most basic combat programming, allowing for simple but effective defensive maneuvers. This feat grants +2 to defense and is always active. So these are his basic stats. So let's go ahead and level him up. See what else he gets. So now he gets Improved Caution, Improved Gearhead, and he has Droid Upgrade Class Level 2. Get to that in a second. And now he has Technical Droid 2. So there's that. Now his skills... Okay, that's basically it. So, T3, I don't believe, can actually learn any of the skills that Karth and anyone else can learn with Blaster. I don't think he can learn Snipe, Power Shot, or Repeating Blaster. Where T3 excels at is that he has his own special class of Energy Shield and his own special right and left arm opponents. These are Rays. The Stun Ray, which you only get 10 uses of, has the ability to stun enemies. Then Shield Disruptor. This one has the ability to outright disrupt shields or do massive damage to shields. This is what his class is. He's a support class. He has a level 1 energy shield and he has a, he has Flash Pistol. Let's go ahead and give him a Disruptor Pistol. I don't believe he can install Disruptor Rifles. No, he can't install rifles. He can only install pistols. So we're going to give him that, and we're going to give him an Ion Pistol. Now we go talk to Janice. She says, we have our Disruptor Rifle here. We can always come back and buy it back if we really want to. Don't need to, though. This is his armor plating. Light armor, type 1, type 2. The types... So you see the registry says speech required droid upgrade class 1. Basic programming, type 1, those are class 1 items. Computer probe, this is basically his version of the of neural implants. Basic targeting is, I believe, his version for goggles. Armor plating, duh. And then we have this. So yeah, she has basic stuff for T3. We can't buy anything better for him. But T3 is our first droid class, and he is basically pure support. And I'm going to let you know right now, I rarely ever use him. He is useful. I'm not going to act like he's not useful. But when I was playing this game in my younger years, I hardly ever used him for it. So we'll see if that changes this playthrough. But without further ado, now we have our, we'll see what we have. See, that's Karth, Bastila, Mission, Zalbar. We have our 5th new party member. We'll call it apart there. I've been Anansi. Awesome. I'll catch you later.